This is one of my all-time favorites.
I got plenty to give you.
All right, this one's called Bop of the Blues by Carl Perkins, 56.
Remember, I'm going to do that one. Well, all my friends are Bop of the Blues, must be going round. All my friends are Bop of the Blues, must be going round. Never love the bed, but they gotta be really found. Well, doctor said now she don't need no pills. Well, doctor said no, she don't need no pills. Just a handful of giggles, 2,000 kilograms. Well, all my friends are Bop of the Blues, must be going round. All these cats are Bop of the Blues, must be going round. Must be going round.
It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the Amp Media Studios, Dawn and Freddy S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddy S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free 888-994-4995, Studio A right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddy S.
Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe Show.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. Today is totally a Monday, and by the beautification of TV and the magic of everything we do, it's all good.
It's good. It's going great.
Good. It's going great.
No reason to stress. No reason at all.
So happy Monday, everyone. Yes, Freddy is on vacation, so I have my beautiful co-host with me today, Heather Millivoy, joining me.
Stop.
She's upgraded her clothing. Actually, she was wearing Sally's on Friday.
Oh, I was. It was awesome. So many compliments.
Great shoot we had on Friday. We were at the Nova Fresh Kitchen, which was incredible. It is right on Spanish River Boulevard and Federal Highway. So if you're looking for some great food, a great cup of coffee, healthy food, bites, pastries, croissants, go check out Nova Croissants. So good.
So good.
There was so much food. It was great to be on location on a Friday morning to wrap up this week.
Yeah, we should do that more often. Like Friday morning shoots. I think everyone got out of the studio. We had a good time. It went really well.
That was kind of what we wanted to do for the summer, is do Friday morning shoots. This Friday coming up, we're going to be at Ford's Garage. So if you want to do a networking luncheon at Ford's Garage, come down and join us in Plantation. I'd say get there by 11:30. It starts at 12. Great networking event, lunch, about 90 people to network with. And then proceeds of the luncheon go back to the Amp Media Futures Foundation. So a huge thank you to Full Circle Networking and the Power of Three. They're going to be here tomorrow.
Oh, awesome.
So they're going to be joining us talking about the luncheon on Friday to benefit the Amp Media's Futures Foundation, which is our 501c3 right here in the studio that benefits our interns and our producers to give them a heads up, a step up on the media industry, production, and all the things, all the fun things we get to do.
All the exciting things.
Like changing wires and cables. And G-Man, a huge thank you to you for running around this morning. It's been a morning, but we're up, we're running. We've got a great show lined up for you today. You saw we opened with Clevenger. We're going to have to pop over and say hi to Cece and Sally in the back of the theater, because last night Cece and Andrew Schneider and Abraham, G-Man, they were out at Galuppi's recording Cece's concert. So Cece, welcome. Happy. I can't believe you're awake and you're here. G-Man, I can't
I'm
believe you're
here. I don't know
either.
about being awake, but I'm here. Yeah, we had a great show, and again, G-Man and Andrew and the other little gentleman that was with them did a great job.
Schneider.
We were all, what was his name? What?
That's crazy.
I forgot his name. I'm sorry.
Schneider.
Schneider. Yeah. Well, he said he was going to be here today too. I would have talked to him too. But anyway, we were very hot. We were sweaty, and we did the show. And the clip you saw was on the second set when we were all about ready to die at the end of the show. So, but we had about 200, 300 people there. The GM, the general manager of the place, was out there dancing herself, taking footage, and it said that they're definitely going to have us back. So we did our job. We had a lot of good crowd out there, a lot of fathers. We thanked them. We had veterans out there. We got to thank them and shake their hands. And we had just an awesome time. We had the swing dancers from South Florida out, and they want to come on the show. So we'll get together with you guys and maybe have them. I think there only one couple's going to be able to swing dance in here, but.
Was that the lady in the red that I saw dancing?
Yeah, the one that had the flower in her hair, not the one that was beat. That was there. It was really hot. It was really hot and humid, but we had a good time anyway. And they did an excellent job. They danced from first song all the way to the end, and they made me tired just being on stage watching them do it. So
Is the whole venue outside?
it is. It's a country club down in Pompano Beach called Galuppi's, and everything is outside. So it was a very hot but fun evening. And we appreciate Galuppi's for having us out, and we're very privileged to have the guys out to film for us and move on forward. Now, I think our next show is in Cape Cabaret Theater across the state, and that's on July 12th.
No, that's just your new group. I think it's relatively new, the Rumble Tones.
It is. It's that was our first debut show last night. They've been together. They had a shell of a band together about 9 months ago. I joined them 4 months ago, and we finally got a lineup that practiced for 3 months straight, and we got ready for the show last night. And it's a good core group. We get along really well. We have fun, and that's what it's mainly about, is getting up there and connecting together and having fun with it, and just giving our all on stage.
Yeah, that's all that matters. Having a good time.
Yeah.
Have
That's
you
all
been
it's
there?
about. I
I
mean,
have
plus
not,
the
no.
crowd. I mean, if you don't have the crowd, you're really nothing. You're just practicing. So unless we have a good crowd to come out and support us, and we thank the crowd every time we're there, that's what it's about, is giving back and entertaining the people.
Very nice. It was great. G-Man, when I saw they sent videos in the chat, it was outside. I'm looking at them in their vests and their long pants, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh.
It was
But what a great venue for Father's Day. What a nice event for people to get out and do what they have to do, which is really amazing. And Sally, you had a big event over the weekend.
It was amazing, actually. It was in the mall in Wellington. So I had my books out, I had my art on clothing, and it mentioned that I was a psych medium and a channeler. So I got a little bit of an audience coming to my stand.
You met such great people. I saw
met
pictures and
unbelievable work. Well, even for me, it was very amazing. which maybe I'll talk about it a little bit on my show.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
It was absolutely incredible. Starting off, because I'm from London, a woman comes over to the table. They actually did know you guys too, and she mentioned that she was from St. John's Wood in London.
Wow.
Well, I lived in St. John's Wood, and that was the first thing she first said to me. I mean, this is England, you know, to come over. And it was non-stop after that.
Did you sell some books?
Yes, I did.
Wonderful.
I did,
Yay.
yeah. Not a whole lot. There was a lot of people, but they weren't really buying the books today, and not like they used to be. But I think it's because of my story. People were coming to the table, and they were buying.
Which is great. Successful week. And you had a nice weekend?
I didn't do anything this weekend, actually. I did nothing. I stayed home. I was like, I'm not leaving the house at all, and I didn't at all. It was nice, but also maybe I should have gotten out. I don't know.
I thought about not doing anything. I said, Sunday, I'm not going to answer any emails. And when they start, we're still coming in at 11 o'clock Sunday night. I thought, I better answer some emails. So at midnight, I was emailing people back. But all good. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll check in with the girls, see how happy hour went on Friday night. We've got a guest, Matthew Farmer, joining us. He is the director of Jess Christ Superstar. I want to see if any of you guys want to go with me. Maybe we'll pick a day, see if some of the crew wants to head up to West Palm Beach. We were honored to go see the 50th anniversary at Movies of Del Rey, I believe, last year, 2 years ago, and meet the amazing star. And now we get to meet Matthew Farmer. So more to come on the other side of this commercial break. You can follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter at The Brooklyn Cafe Show. Like and subscribe to our YouTube channels, and our crew, Heather, works really, really hard on our AMP page. So AMP Media Productions, like and subscribe to that and see all of the shows that we produce right here at the studio. So more to come. We'll be right back.
You're listening to the Midday Brooklyn Cafe Show with Dawn and Freddie S. Every weekday from 12 to 2, tune in for the ultimate midday escape. The perfect blend of entertainment, culture, and community, all served up with a side of Brooklyn flair. It's the South Florida show that everyone's talking about.
Ding ding, here we are at the favorite chocolate store.
Sure's Chocolate. If you could have smell-o-vision in this space, oh my gosh. Tell us about Sure's Chocolate.
Well, we hand make almost everything in chocolate. We do it all in the back room here. We have a workshop back there. We just love what we do.
Everything's here from Easter bunnies to truffles to mints to, I see this toffee pretzel crunch.
It's probably our best seller. Everybody loves, when they come in, some people are a little grumpy when they walk in, but when they leave, they're happy. Everybody.
That's the way chocolate works.
Nobody ever leaves unhappy. We're open Tuesday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m.
If you can spell chocolate, you come here, they got it. It's everything.
Your True Oldies Listener's Guide. Listening in the Palm Beaches? That's 95.9 FM. On the Treasure Coast? You want 106.9 FM. In Boca? It's 95.3 FM. We've got Fort Lauderdale and Broward County covered with 96.9 FM. And you can always hear us anywhere at TrueOldiesFLA.com.
Everybody wants cheap airfare, but where do you find it? You call Low Cost Airlines. They specialize in cheap flights, discount hotel rooms, cheap car rental rates, and with a best price guarantee. If you want the lowest prices on your airline tickets or other travel services, call now. That's right, call. That's the only way to get these rates. Experts are standing by 24/7 to get you the cheapest airfare and hotel rates available. So don't wait. Call now.
At Genix, we believe skincare should be both powerful and purposeful. Beauty doesn't fade, it evolves. Powered by women, made for everyone. Packed with bovine placenta, a rare regenerative ingredient rich in growth factors and nutrients. Infused with collagen peptides and hyaluronic acid, aloe vera, and coconut oil. Each ingredient is powerful on its own, but even better together. Feel the science, see the glow. Shop Genix now at genixbeauty.com.
Our preschool team provides personalized education and therapy services that are specifically designed to meet the unique needs of our children. These students are overcoming medical conditions that have been affecting their physical abilities since birth. Our specialized teacher and therapists understand the critical role that occupational and physical therapy play in helping these young children to develop essential skills in their early education program. We like for the children to leave us as shining stars and enter the big world of kindergarten.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
And we're back.
You ready to roll? All right, before we meet Matthew, the director of Jesus Christ Superstar, have to check in with the ladies because on Friday, they went to the Delray Beach Chamber of Commerce happy hour. I know it's Friday, it's happy hour. You're thinking, why are we even discussing this? Because it was actually
a work event.
It was actually exactly networking with a purpose. So Brianna and Layla, they took one for the team and they went to happy hour. So
oh no! You twisted our arm. We had to go to happy hour.
And you dragged Gio with you.
I thought your different side of Gio. Yeah, he did surprisingly really well.
I thought your basketball skills were the highlight of the night.
We tried our best. Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, I don't really want to talk about the whole basketball things.
But tell us about the event. Why did you go? What was really the purpose behind going?
Well, the Delray Chamber had a happy hour meeting for all of the organizations, nonprofits, and for-profits that are participating in the Do Good Delray event that happens in October. We are participating as a nonprofit, so we went hoping to network and find a potential pair for the event. And it went well.
It was good?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
A lot of people?
There was a pretty good amount. We actually learned a lot about the different nonprofits that are involved. And also we learned that the Chamber is really pushing an initiative to get young people involved. So they were super excited to see us representing AMP. And they told us about all of the events that the Chamber has and everything the Chamber has to offer. So
we're in a really good spot, I think, with the Chamber. Because not only I feel like what we do is really interesting for the Chamber, but they're really into the fact that it was three 20-something-year-olds at a happy hour with the Chamber. They were really...
You were probably the only people in that age group.
We were.
In that room.
So they were really invested in that and thought that it was really interesting. So it's a good position for us to be in because they like us and they want us to be around all the time. And so...
more happy hours to come.
Look out, Chamber. Look out, Chamber. That's all I'm saying.
Look out, Delray. We're going to find a partner.
Yeah. Right? There's a cook-off in October for
fun.
the Do Good Delray. So Do Good Delray is the city of Delray. Month of October, they do about 30 events in the entire month, which is tremendous. They combine a non-for-profit with a for-profit at a venue. So all the proceeds are to benefit the non-for-profit, but of course, then you get to network with 3 different venues, 3 businesses to grow and to bring awareness to, and then also bring more awareness and people to head around the city of Delray, which is pretty cool.
Very cool.
So Amp Media Futures is the non-for-profit looking for a for-profit. If not, we'll figure out what we got to do. And then a venue, and you went looking for some venues also.
Yes, we put in our inquiry with Silver Ball. We have a couple other options in mind. So whatever it is, it'll definitely be our style. Very fun, very vibrant, right?
I agree. Yeah, it'll definitely be an AMP event.
Silver Ball
if
is the
you know
arcade?
us and you understand our vibe, our event will have that vibe.
All right, so it's not until October.
Yeah.
It's going to be after summer. I don't know where you're going to be. You guys still have to be around here, though.
Of course. I told you I'm not disappearing.
Okay. Well,
even though Freddy makes comments all the time that I'm never coming back. But
you have a name tag now, so you're kind of.
Of course.
Layla's going to be gone for a month?
I'm going to be gone for more than a
Oh, really?
Yeah, but you'll get my help from abroad.
So you'll have Wi-Fi. Just saying, Matthew, my crew will have Wi-Fi.
Yeah. Will I be in the will I be in a foreign country? Yeah. But will I have Wi-Fi? Yes.
It's
So
all
you're good
good.
then.
Perfect. Perfect.
I'll still be here physically.
How long are you actually gone for? Now that I'm curious. 4 months. Okay.
4 months? Wow.
I thought it was
I'm
2.
going for semester.
Semester. That makes
Oh,
sense.
I didn't even realize. That's amazing. When do you leave? August?
August, and I come back in December.
Wow.
I know.
I'm so jealous.
But I have Wi-Fi.
The beauty of
I'm not going anywhere.
the beauty of you.
She's gonna be here in spirit
Wow.
and via Wi-Fi.
That's
I'm
amazing.
gonna be like VMix calling in.
I was gonna say, we'll tell Layla on her phone.
You should.
I'm still gonna work on my acting right now.
Yeah, of course. So,
Amazing.
I will never leave, so.
All right, we have a new guest to bring in, and everyone is really, really excited because this
Very.
flyer has been going around the studio like hot fire. We've got Matthew Farmer joining us. He's the director of Jesus Christ Superstar, which is in West Palm Beach at the Palm Beach Theater. He's going to get all this information. Entr'Acte Theater presents. This is the second time he tells me they've performed Jesus Christ Superstar.
Actually, the third.
The third.
Yeah.
The first time you were Jesus?
I was Jesus Christ, yes. Back in 2004. Yeah.
That's incredible. Do we have Matthew's camera?
We do.
There we have
Hey.
it. There he is. Well, welcome, Matthew. We've been working with Carol, and I guess Carol must be your publicist.
Carol Cassie, yes.
And she's been able to share some great, great acts with us. She sends us everything, and we get to pick and choose, which is pretty cool.
Awesome.
And this I thought was so amazing because we were saying how we got to go see the 50th anniversary.
And Ted Neely was there.
And Ted Neely was there.
The original film star of Jesus Christ Superstar.
Which was incredible.
Yeah.
And we thought, well, we have to kind of do a follow-up and pay homage now and bring
Yeah.
you in. So tell us about the performance, the company, everything.
So it's with Entr'Acte Productions, which is a community theater program based in West Palm and Palm Beach. And it's going to be at the Skaff Center in West Palm Beach, which is actually located at Mary Immaculate Church, where Carter Newman High School is. And it runs from June 19th, which is this Thursday, through June 29th. So production shows Thursdays through Sundays, with Saturday matinees and Sunday matinees as well.
You have a question before I ask?
No, go ahead.
Okay. How did you go from actor to director? I have so many questions.
I've been in
Jesus Christ Superstar, like the list goes on and on.
I've been involved with the company since the beginning, and Superstar was the third production show that they did. And so I was in town, and I met the producers, and we just got along, and they invited me to come in and sing. I'm a singer by trade here, born and raised in West Palm Beach, and it was just a great fit for me. And so when they were to resurrect it again, literally, the third time, literally.
No pun intended.
Yeah. I was actually in town. I perform and travel on cruise ships as a one-man show.
And Wi-Fi? No, I'm kidding.
And we have lots of Wi-Fi, yeah. And I was going to be in town. So I agreed to do a 7-week rehearsal process with them. We have a wonderful musical director and choreographer, and they brought me in as their director to really bring back the life of this show.
Gio, I think we have a picture of the cast and the logo, if we can put that up. Tell us about the process. How did you go from Jesus Christ himself to director? Do you miss starring? Do you miss being in front of everyone?
I love creating and making a production show what it is, utilizing the gifts of the music, which is so wonderful by Angela Lloyd Webber, and then producing in a way that just really kind of gives back to the community. This show has got a real place in my heart, so it was kind of an easy match for me.
And tell us about the company, everyone who's
Entr'Acte Productions. So they do productions twice a year, mostly at the Skaff Center in West Palm Beach, and they do a lot of great outreach programs and community involvement. So
they stay together, so they do the different.
They stay together, yeah.
performances?
It's almost a community performing arts group that also brings in semi-professional artists to give them a wonderful, well-diverse experience.
I said, who's Jesus Christ in this?
Well,
Someone new, or is
somebody
it
new in town, a local guitarist and a rock singer. I don't want to give that one away yet.
Well,
you have to come see the show.
We have to see the show and find out?
Yes,
Can
absolutely.
you imagine if it's someone like we've had here in the studio?
Wouldn't that be crazy?
Wouldn't that be so cool?
Yeah.
You never know. You never know.
I wanted to bring Cece in, because he's such an incredible singer and performer, and I thought, wow, when the universe aligns, to have you both here at the same time, I thought that was pretty cool. Cece, were you in the show? Not their performance, obviously.
No, not Jesus Christ. I've been in Fiddler on the Roof. I've been in Phantom of the Opera, Les Mis, Bye Bye Birdie. I would love to do Wizard of Oz and Fiddler on the Roof again. So if you ever do that, let me know. I'll come try out.
You did Fiddler, he does Jesus. If we put the two
Yeah,
together, we got
hey,
something pretty
a fiddling Jesus, yeah.
Oh, that's a show.
Can you imagine? Take the politics out and just keep and just have some fun and some great music. What do you love most about this performance?
Again, the music is just striking, and it's just a beautiful composition, so it's the best part about it. And also I like to sit down with the cast and give them an improv where they really just listen to the music and they become the character, and they really get into what the story is all about. And it's about hope and about faith, no matter what religion you are. And it's about bringing in the music together in a wonderful way that we are inspired. And I think that's the most important thing.
Has it changed for you from when you started to where you are? The meaning
Well, when
of
I
the
was in it, I
show?
was maybe only 23 years old, and it's changed a lot since then. But yeah, I just have a great outlook on it, and have utilized the years over the time that I had been traveling and away from the company to really establish myself as a performer, and also brings me into being a better director, knowing what that takes to deliver on stage.
To be a leader and then
Yeah,
to teach.
yeah.
It's kind of what we get to do here.
It's kinda
what we
great.
try to do here.
That's a great thing.
And you started out at the Little Palm Family Theater, not this location,
Yes.
but another one. Was that crazy when
That-
you drove up here?
Yeah, I pulled into the parking lot and I see Little Palm Family Theater, and I thought, in driving up here, I was like thinking there's a reason for everything, and
100%.
I'm a firm believer in energy and universe, and I haven't been down in this area in many, many years because I've been traveling since COVID for the past 5 years on cruise ships and different venues throughout Florida, Mississippi, New Orleans. And so I haven't really been back to Boca Raton to really be home down here. And so when I pulled in and I put the GPS in, I was like, this is so strange, because back in 1985, I performed at Jan McCart's Royal Palm Dinner Theater with Little Palm Family Theater. That was their home. And it just made me the artist and performer that I am, along with so many other wonderful established performers throughout the country that have really started down here in South Florida. And there's been a lot. So it's really, it hits home for me.
Full
And
circle.
and it's great to be back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, welcome back. We're huge believers of energy in the universe here. Sally.
Sounds like my show.
It sounds like your show, right?
I do a show very similar to what you just mentioned.
And there's always a reason, and I think that's probably the reason why we've never been able to change the sign, because it just brings everyone back. Because if it said AMP, people would pull up and they wouldn't know the history, and it wouldn't resonate with our community and so many of the local actors. Kendra, Erica, and so many people that come in and say, wow, I took class here, or I was at Jan McCart, I was at the one in Royal Palm Plaza.
Yeah. Pretty amazing. I've actually been in this building one time, probably maybe 25 years ago, when they moved into this building. So it was really nostalgic for me.
And that was probably about when this studio closed, because when we moved in here, they said it had been empty for 21 years.
That makes sense, yeah.
Really? And then no one, it just was here, empty.
It was
no one
just
bought it.
empty. No one.
Interesting.
And the landlord, he said he just didn't need to rent it. It never felt right on who would come by to rent it. Again, with the energy.
Well, and kudos to you and having this production company here, how you're manifesting bringing artists in and people of media and design and people in the community that really want to give back. That's what it's all about. And I think that's why that sign was maybe meant to be to say there. It gives back, and I think what you're doing is amazing for the community, and I applaud you for that.
Thank you. They get to learn. That's why I wanted to learn more about the company that you're with. Maybe we can bring a camera or
that'd be great.
Or get some footage, and we can talk off air and see what's going on. But to be able to document that history with you, there's no reason to explain it, because we can't. It's just when things come together, there's a reason that it exists.
Right. 100%.
And I need to ask you, because our crew, we do have a non-for-profit to work with everyone and to train them, only because the economy changed and we needed to find a way to be able to help sustain lunches and even little things. but they love what they do in entertainment and communications and marketing. Your whole life has been acting. Is it something you would say to your child or your niece or your nephew, yes, pursue acting or theater, or would you not?
100% I would. I think it builds characters so much. It builds confidence. It allows you to bring out the gifts that you were given. And it also introduces you to a world that is full of culture and history and wonderful people that are of like minds like yourself. And so I'm a firm believer in that. And I applaud people who encourage their kids to do that, because I think that's the most important thing, to encourage arts education.
And I think for your generation, even younger, because you got to change your major and do what you love to do. But the younger generation is so test heavy. And it's so, whatever Florida tests have right now, and the arts are being taken out of schools.
I can't even keep up with it, yeah.
It's really hard, and then you go to college to pursue what you want to do. And we've got kids in here that are going into their senior year in media and film editing, and they haven't taken one editing class, which means, right?
Yeah, it's unfortunate because a lot of these schools don't put in a lot of their funds towards the arts anymore. They put into sports, sciences, which is awesome, it's great, but the art world is so important. It teaches us so many lessons, so they should be putting their funds into that, so we can take our editing courses, we can take our drawing, our painting, our theater courses, and just learn more. It's just, it's sad, really.
And when Jan McCart, she had the dinner theater, it was so great because they had, the kids would perform. You said you were there when you were, what, 3?
Yeah, well, I was like 5.
I think I took my kids to see Oliver. I would have my son's birthday party there on the patio.
Yeah.
And it was such a great place to expose young kids to the arts. And they had child-friendly shows, and they had adult shows also. We don't have anything else like that now. Is your show, is this company, do they reach out into the community and do other works?
We mostly stay in West Palm Beach, but we're of course open to doing all kinds of outreach. And we want to include everybody. Even if you don't have the experience of being a professional actor or a singer or a dancer, we would take you into the company to give you that experience. Wow. Everybody deserves to have a chance.
100%.
And I think what's different about Entr'Acte Productions is that they give students a chance when they may not normally get that chance or ability to have, because it can be such a cutthroat world out there, either if you're in school for it or in community, that you really want that part, you really want that lead, you really want that ensemble member, and you didn't get that. I think then that's cutting you out to gaining the experience that you need to pursue your future, and that's what that builds character. So what's great about Entr'Acte Theatrix is that they welcome students and actors and performers who want to have that experience and opportunity.
So you have students as part of the company?
All over. We've got students and young people from Miami all the way to West Palm Beach.
Wow. How old?
18 and up.
Pretty cool. Very cool. Well, all right. If any of our crew, if we can maybe one weekend and the next weekend or two, and they want to head up, we should head on up.
We should.
Right? It's nothing like joining forces between what we do and what you do.
That
It's about bringing the arts forward.
That'd be awesome.
Which would be great. All right. Website, how to get tickets?
PalmBeachTheater.org to buy tickets.
Do you have group tickets as well?
We can arrange that. Yeah.
And also has student tickets available for $10 with a valid student ID.
Correct.
That's awesome.
That's so super cool. So if you have a student ID, check that out. If you buy in advance online, prices are $5 more at the door. So get your tickets online, PalmBeachTheater.org. If you're a student, $10. That's amazing with a student ID. That's incredible.
Yeah, we want it to be affordable.
Wow. Thank you so much for
Thank
joining
you.
us. Matthew Farmer, a pleasure. Jesus Christ Superstar, starting this Thursday, June 19th through the 29th at the Skaff Center in West Palm Beach. I've never been, but I definitely think it's worth a trip north.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Our pleasure. Thank you. All right, we're going to take a commercial break. When we come back, maybe we've got more CC music. We'll check in with the other side of the studio and we'll see what else our crew is up to. More to come on the other side of this 1 o'clock hour, and we'll be right back.
family business. It's me, my sister, and her soon-to-be husband. We've been here for about 5 years, doing our thing in this beautiful little spot right in the heart of downtown Boca. We really are like that authentic New York, New Jersey, Northeast thing that you want to have when you're in South Florida. Our bagels are made from scratch every single day. They're top-notch, best you can get around here. And then lunch, chicken Caesar wrap, or like we have a beautiful avocado supreme salad. That's really, really great. And of course, all our sweets are incredible too. You know, something savory, salty, and a little something sweet after. And we will do our best to provide the best service, best food, best everything. And if there's anything you need, we'll do it.
Hi, I'm David Vito Quaderno, the owner of Xavier Restaurant in Meisner Plaza that is in front of Meisner Park. We're a Sicilian cuisine restaurant, so I'm Sicilian. I'm just arrived from Sicily. I live in Catania, the east coast of Sicily. We offer the traditional Sicilian cuisine with the traditional ingredients that I used to import from Sicily, from the cheese to the oregano to the anchovies and different kind of fish. This is a family business already from the 1897, so it's almost 130 years business, and we're offering here the best. This is the first restaurant in the United States, so I wait for you in Meisner Park to enjoy the best and the real Sicilian kitchen. Ask you to book your tables just to be sure that you will find a place for enjoy the real Sicilian kitchen. Thank you.
For your reservation, you can call at 561-617-5424. We are open from Tuesday to Sunday from 4 to 9:30.
Looking for bold, authentic flavor? Step into Bramer's Brazilian cuisine, where the vibrant taste of Brazil meets your favorite American classics. From savory churrasco to juicy burgers, every dish is made with passion. Hosting a party or a special event? We cater all occasions with incredible food that leaves a lasting impression. Our Boynton Beach location offers generous seating with a separate dining area for bigger parties. Come visit us in person today at 1035 Gateway Boulevard, number 201, Boynton Beach, Florida, 33426. Contact us by phone at 561-272-6377. Enjoy the Brazilian taste. Enjoy the Bramer's taste.
You're listening to the Midday Brooklyn Cafe Show with Dawn and Freddie S. Every weekday from 12 to 2, tune in for the ultimate midday escape. The perfect blend of entertainment, culture, and community, all served up with a side of Brooklyn flair. It's the South Florida show that everyone's talking about.
What if this happened to you when you're alone? With MedGuard Alert's new Care Watch, you can connect with medical professionals instantly, 24/7. No cell phone required. This life-saving medical device acts as a phone as well as a revolutionary health monitoring system that checks blood pressure, heart rate, oxygen saturation, and much more. And if you have Medicare or Medicaid, you may qualify to get yours free. Don't wait. Call us to get your Care Watch right now.
RCCA has a team of specialized therapists to treat a wide array of injuries and conditions, including balance issues, back pain, fall prevention techniques, joint replacements, and stroke rehab. Our therapists at RCCA help adults reclaim their strength and flexibility, allowing them to return to their hobbies and sports. We tailor treatment to return our patients to activities they love, such as croquet, gym workouts, golf, pickleball, and tennis. Our state-of-the-art equipment and therapists ensure that there is something here for everyone.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
We're going to go back to 1953.
This is my favorite song,
We're called a Roots of Rock and Roll band because we do the roots of rock and we're bringing this music back. This is done by one Muddy Waters.
I bet people like the blues out there, y'all. Son of a gun. Better make all the pretty women's jump and shout. In the world gonna know what this is all about. 'Cause I'm here. The whole world will know I'm here.
The Brooklyn Cafe is sponsored by Payway. On this day in 1755, during the French and Indian War, the French surrender Fort Beausejour to the British, leading to the expulsion of the Acadians. On this day in 1779, during the American Revolution, Spain declares war on the Kingdom of Great Britain and launches the Great Siege of Gibraltar. On this day in 1824, a meeting at Old Slaughter's Coffee House in London leads to the formation of what is now the Royal Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals. On this day in 1897, a treaty annexing the Republic of Hawaii to the United States is signed, which would lead to the republic dissolving a year later.
Find a place to go. All right, welcome back. Monday. We did not do a morning show, so anyone got tea for Monday? They're very busy working.
They're like not even listening.
I don't even know, but I think we should try to go get group tickets maybe for a Friday night, either this Friday or the following Friday night, if we want to wait and see if Freddie gets back or.
Well, this
or
Friday will be
not.
fun. It'll be very eventful. Oh yeah, Freddie. Yeah. Or no, as punishment because he had no Wi-Fi.
No, because
he
we
has no
don't know
Wi-Fi.
what his schedule is, so
Yeah.
we may just go this Friday.
You're lost, Freddie.
Who's Freddie?
I am.
But Sally,
I'm sorry, I had to say that.
Who what? I have to ask her. I know we briefly talked about Saturday, but Denise sent me so many pictures. It was so nice in my heart to see pictures of you and Frank, and Chris and Steve and Denise all together at that Read It, Write It event.
It was something. It really was. I'm so happy I went. It wasn't necessarily for the sale of the book. It was an amazing experience. It was amazing. The people that I connected with or came to my booth that I would never have even imagined would have been there. It was just incredible. It was incredible.
It was just nice to see everyone together.
And we were just across where Frank's stand was and Chris, so we were having numerous conversations with them, which that's okay. I was going to say no problem. So they had fun too. It was their 50th anniversary.
That's amazing.
It was that day. Yes.
Can you imagine being married 50 years?
No. I
Gina,
can't.
what are you
doing?
I mean, I was asked that question in front of Steve, and I said no. Well, there was no chance of that anyway. We're too old to be married 50 years.
And what's happening for your show today?
Well, I think vibrational energy, since it came up here just now, and certainly was at the mall, because there was a lot of people there, but the few people that came to my booth were absolutely 100% into what we talk about. And they were the ones that brought it up, it was just incredible.
Well, what did you think, right? Matthew comes in, and I'd never met him. I only talked to the woman who does their media and their marketing. And he sees the sign. There's really not an explanation as to, oh, you're here because. But there's a reason, right? So
absolutely, 100%.
We just accept it as a greater reason?
It's
and
divine
actually,
timing.
one lady that came to my booth who really didn't know me at all, she was talking just the way we're talking now, in front of asking me. And she said, there's reasons to connect with people. I didn't bring the conversation up. So I think it's a really important message at this point in our lives here with people to see that, that we need to give good vibrations out, and the people that we do will just contact us somehow. It's happening. It's definitely, you saw it just now. And we talk about that all the time in the studio.
Incredible. And to see G-Man so excited that we can go again and see this, it's so super cool.
Around the same time that we went last time, kind of.
And that he should be in this studio as many years back, right?
And we tried last week to bring him in, and we just kept missing each other for emails. So when Cece said he was coming, and he said he was coming, I thought, you know what, this is kind of the perfect synergy.
Perfect.
And I'd never met him. I'd love to see Cece and Fiddler. Can you imagine writing a Fiddler and Jesus meet each other to play?
I can't even. A little crossover.
All kinds, and I was actually talking to a lot of people about getting back into musical theater. So it's funny that he was here, and it's, you know, maybe he'll do a production that I can try out for, and we might be able to do some work
What
together.
if we had our own musical,
So.
an AMP media musical? Like, I don't even know, but I think that'd be so funny because half of us probably can't even sing or act. We just do it, and it'll be hilarious. It's almost like a spin-off.
That'd be funny, like The Office that we never did.
Don't get me started, Dawn. Don't get me started. Please.
But I think it would be so great. I would love to see you in a musical, Cece. You're heading to Vegas?
I am. Gary is out there right now having meetings with the different hotels, and he's trying to lock down a couple of the hotels for us to go out there and do our show. And then Branson, Missouri, to open up for Billy Dean, a legend in country music. And then we're talking about going to my hometown of Maryland and putting on a show for my hometown and then donating that money to charity or the fire company or the first responders or something like that. So we got a lot of things in the work right now. That I have a book coming out. So that's another big achievement that is going to come to pass.
And I see Branson. I see a lot of commercials for Branson for the entertainment industry. Is that I can't say relatively new. I've seen them for a while.
No, they have a lot of riverboat casinos. They have a lot of it's almost like mini Vegas out there in Branson. You get a lot of country music fans. You have a lot of people that, you know, they go to Nashville and then they hear about Vegas. There's a lot of Nashville artists that go out to Branson, Missouri and perform. Like Billy Dean, and you have Dally and Vincent, and you have some Ricky Skaggs, and they all it's like a circuit, so they just travel around to different places.
There's so many great places, and this gentleman tells me he does like American riverboat tours.
Yep.
With just 100 people, so it's probably they stop at all these little small. Didn't you do that, Sally?
No, actually, if I well, you know me on cruises right now, so I don't want to turn everybody off a cruise, but I may do something like that where there's like 100 or 150 people.
You should.
Yeah, I just can't see that. I can't personally do a 4,000.
I have done it 5 times, right? It's too many for my vibrational energy. I have to put it that way.
But they have Wi-Fi on all those cruises.
But they have Wi-Fi, Freddie.
Every boat has Wi-Fi.
I promise you, if I go
I'll
on
jump
a cruise,
right in there too. I mean, it's okay.
I would never ghost you.
He's not answering me either. So.
That's funny.
He's not answering me either. It's okay.
At least Gio, our executive producer, is on standby.
Yes, thank you,
Thank you, Gio, for all of that. And Gato has been on standby also. It's a Monday morning for sure.
Crazy
It's going to be a
Monday.
good week. This Friday we're going to be on location, and maybe Thursday we find a place to go do a shoot.
I think we should. Why not?
Thursday morning, why not, right?
Yeah. Little cafe again.
I'm sure they'd be more than happy to have us back.
Oh?
I can find somebody.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, you got 2 days.
2 days on the road. We'll see what we can put together. Sally, what are we talking about today on your show?
Well, I think probably maybe the vibrational energy, how this studio absolutely is a good example of how that happens. And I certainly had that the other day, so maybe I'm getting messages to talk, because it doesn't just happen to us. It happens to many people. They're just not aware of it. So maybe we'll make people, open their minds a little bit that it certainly works. It works.
It's so interesting to me, because when you're in tune and you're in touch and you know vibrational energy, which everyone in this studio understands it, and then people in the outside world, they can walk into a cruise ship of 4,000 people and not feel any different or anything. There's just so much diversity. I was watching CBS Sunday Morning yesterday, and there's a small town in northwest Florida where they collect earthworms.
Interesting.
And this is what the whole town is predicated on. And they put this stick in the ground.
Worm grunting.
Yes.
Yep, worm grunting.
And you know about worm grunting.
Of course, it mimics the vibrations of like moles. And so the reason why it makes the worms come up out of the ground is because they're trying to avoid the mole like digging, and that's what the vibration reminds them of. So then they go to the surface, and that's when you can collect your worms, either for like bait or for your garden or whatever. It's literally called worm grunting.
My bigger question is, how would you know this?
I love
She
plants
worm
and I
grunts.
garden. and
Do you do worm grunting?
I have worm grunted before.
Do you
Oh
have
my
the
gosh.
thing that makes the noise?
No,
That sounds like a
but
dance.
it's more like beneficial in some areas, I feel like. Just depending on where you are. Like, I don't know what the earthworm population looks like in South Florida, but I know there's a lot of earthworms like in Georgia.
In Northwest Florida, right? So I guess it's in that region.
I guess, yeah.
Of earthworms.
Yeah.
And they're collecting earthworms.
But like some people are like, they go hard.
Yes.
Yep.
They were going. They make a living out of collecting earthworms.
Yeah.
Wow.
I have to ask you a question too, which is on the same lines. I just heard the other day of fairy circles, where they actually mushrooms. I don't know if you know anything
You've heard
about
of that
it.
too?
I've heard of fairy circles. I have heard
That
of
I
them.
don't know about.
But I saw pictures of the
Yeah.
actual circles.
They're
Mushrooms come
perfect
out of the
circles
ground.
made out of just mushrooms that have sprouted.
And they form a
naturally.
circle. I sent you a
naturally.
picture of it. Mindy was telling me. And at where I live, there's like there's a lot of grass areas, and you're beginning to see them coming out there. They're coming absolutely in a circle.
In a perfect circle.
It was
round
super
circle.
cool.
Mushrooms.
Yesterday, I had a big blue jay fly into one of my oak trees trying to build a nest. So next thing you know, a big piece of plastic stripping comes across my backyard into the tree. And it was trying to wrap this thing around, I guess trying to get a nest. And then the other blue jay came, who I guess didn't like the plastic ribbon, and moved it aside. And then the blue jay came back and put it back. So they were like, one wanted this plastic ribbon in the nest, and the other didn't. Then they gave up, it flew away, and they started collecting the twigs from the ground. But to watch this is
You should
so
have taken a video of
I
it.
have a video of it.
Fighting. They're like siblings.
Fascinating to see birds at work, or to see anything in nature.
Nature.
At work.
It's nature, yeah. I mean, think of a spider. That's just coming to me, a spider's web. How they do that.
How they naturally create it. It's
yeah,
fascinating.
they do. Because
even though I
on
don't
my
like them.
patio, when I ever go to open the door to go on the other side of it, there's always a spider's web there.
And when you actually see like the web itself, like fully made, it's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
Like why?
Well, even ants. If you think, how do they make nests the way they do?
It's very
That's
cool.
an interesting thing, maybe for my show
Talk about
too.
ants on your show. I don't know. We'll have to see what we're going to talk about on your show.
Suddenly, my show is starting now. Right?
Vibrational energy.
Right. Yeah.
All right. Tell us where we can get your clothes before we wrap up.
Okay. Go into Art by Sally Barnard, BARNARD.com, and it'll take you right to the boutique at the moment. Yes. So I mean, it really is worth looking at, right? I mean, I'm getting people to they're telling other people, just go into it and have a look, because there's a wide variety of lot of different clothing on there. But it's basically my art that came alive on clothing. So
I have to tell you, the pictures do not do it justice.
That's what I've been
in person. To see you in it, and to see Brianna, and to feel it, and the other pieces, oh my gosh.
Mindy's words exactly to me.
The feel of the fabric, it's so soft.
So comfortable.
Comfortable, and the colors are so incredibly vibrant.
Yes.
Yeah, you can make me like a shirt I had on the camera and make one side.
Look, there's our shirts in there. Yes, absolutely. Yes.
I'll wear it on stage.
And people just they do look at it. It's not something that you would walk by and not necessarily look at, and it's my art with my vibrational energy on it. Actually,
I'd be proud to wear it on
so
stage.
Beautiful. We'll look for shirts. There are shirts in the. We'll get something.
I get compliments when I wear it out, Sally.
There you go. Yeah.
People around me, the
Yeah.
receptionist,
People
down the street.
Yeah. Please just hand them my card. I mean, to just go into Art by Sally Barnard, BARNARD.com. Yeah. Well, Mindy was out. She was one of the first people to wear this a little while ago in a restaurant, and someone came running over to her. Where'd you get that? I love it. I love it. Right. So it stands out a little bit.
Great.
Yeah.
That's great.
Amazing. And Cece, when's your next gig?
Our next Rumble Tones gig is July 12th at the Cape Cabaret Theater. It's across state, over towards Fort Myers Way, July 12th. And you can find us on Facebook under the Rumble Tones. And then, or if you want to come to my website, CC-CCClevenger.com, or just find me on Facebook under CC Clevenger. I post my gigs and the Rumble Tones gigs on the same thing.
Very cool. All right, you ready to wrap this up?
Ready.
Girls, you ready? Anyone else have any other exciting news? Layla, where are we on the newsletter? What's heading out this week?
This week we have fun marketing emails coming out. You should About Gen X, our skincare line that we market for, and there'll be one coming out this week on Sally's Boutique, so stay tuned for that. We have a lot of interesting stuff with Sally coming out soon. We're very excited for that.
And Gen X Beauty, you can go to genxbeauty.com, put in Brooklyn 50 for 50% off your first order. So check that out, not to be missed. I do love my Gen X. I have to
I
tell
love it
you.
too.
Your eyes look amazing.
Thank you. Yours do too.
They look really, it's great.
I definitely have to find out more about Gen X, I think.
I'll give you a sample.
Yeah.
Give it a try. All right, let's wrap this up. You ready?
Yeah.
All right, have a great afternoon, everyone. Stay safe, be kind to each other. Tune in to Sally Barnard. Call Me Zena today at 2:30. We're talking vibrational energy. Let's see what the guides have in store for us. And we'll see you tomorrow, hopefully 9 a.m. drive time.
Hopefully.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh, it is summertime, man. Satan's gonna have a signature, too.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show's over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddy S. will bring you more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. We'll see you next time.